Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh my goodness. I hope you had a great weekend. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, and this is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where we hang out in here and you follow me on my sewing journey. And I hope I inspire you to put something under the needle. And Frito is here for her goldfish. Good morning, baby. She says, woman, stop. Just give me my biscuits if you don't mind. You want a treat? Such a good girl. She gets her little goldfish. These are from Antoinette at Smart Needle. Good morning, everybody. Great to see you guys. Don't say good morning to Keith. He's asleep. He's sleeping in today. And we got our Dave biscuits. Yeah, you want the Dave biscuit? That's a good girl. There you go. She's got her little Frito bucket from Glory. So, all right, that's it. Don't look at it longingly. I know you want more. You got to watch your figure. Yeah. She's our little rescue. She's great. Great. Oh, my goodness. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did. I got a lot of stitching done this weekend. A lot. Let's see. Also got some stuff in the mail. So we'll go over all of that before I get to putting these rows together right there. That is from the that is part of the Fat Quarter Shop's Jolly Christmas Jolly Bar book. And we're going to have week 2 on Wednesday to reveal the blocks that are in that one. I don't know why this block was difficult for me. It just was. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. There's like a little fruit fly in here. It drives me crazy. I've got one of those blue lights that they're supposed to crawl on and stick to. And it's being difficult and not doing what it's supposed to do. Not the light. The light's working fine. It's the bug. Yeah. Go away. Go away. Oh, it's annoying. Okay. So we've got a virtual kitchen in our virtual stitching retreat. Please wander over there. I'm sure there's goodies and lots of hot coffee. You need to get there before the line forms. Okay. Let's see. I got an email. Well, I emailed Vicki at Creative Notions Quilt Shop. Those of you that are subscribers to the semi-monthly box, she says there are a few boxes that were sent without the templates for the Make It Mini. That was the little scarecrow wall hanging. If you or anyone is missing the template, just contact us and we will email or mail it out to everyone. So sorry, copy machine mistake. So check your subscription if you get that and if you don't have the template. I don't know what I did with my box. Oh, here it is right here. Let's see if I can find the template. And if I can't, then we'll know it's missing, right? So it should be in here, and it's a paper. So it's a template. Let's check it out. See what she's talking about. So, oh, thank you, Joy. She says my spots on Sew Machines Plus last week were great. Yeah, except Wednesday. That's all right. Matter of fact, the CEO of Sew Machines Plus reached out to me. They're going to start back up Takeover Tuesday. And I'm gonna be doing that. So one Tuesday a month, you guys can watch me on Sewing Machines Plus's Takeover Tuesday. It's around noonish Central, I think. I told them I can't do the second Tuesday. I have DAR. But all right, so let's see. I think I see my template in the paper here. Let's see. Yep, this is it. It looks like it's 2 pages, 3 pages. Okay. Does it talk about a template in the pattern? The pattern's been reversed for you, blah, blah. Okay. So I see all of these. Y'all, this is screaming snapplique, is it not? I don't want to hand stitch. I don't even want to stitch with a domestic to get all those down. And then there's this one. And there is this one. So 3 pages of stuff. If you didn't get 3 pages of patterns, contact Creative Notions Quilt Shop on their email. They have a contact on their website too. So you can do that. Okay. public service announcement for Creative Notions Quilt Shop. Is that light behind me adjustable to be tipped down? You can't stop looking at it. It is so bright. Well, this light behind me, this is a slim line. Yeah, you can move it all around. You can tip it down, tip it up. And it's got several different brightness levels. How about that? Is that better? To off. There's bright, on, 2, 3, 4. That's the slim line. Let's see. You didn't read the post correctly, printed new ones and couldn't figure out what. Okay. So, all righty, guys. Good, good, good. Okay. I was just checking the comments and see if I'm missing anything here. Everything's going well. So I did get my red roofs finished for, this is also a Fat Quarter Shop sew along. That's designer mystery block of the month. You're going to make houses. Okay. So I've got the red ones finished, and now I've got to work on the mint, because this is what it's going to look like. That's what the quilt's going to look like. Yeah. Oh, so I was going back to the Christmas Jolly Bar book. I don't know why this particular block was giving me so much grief. I don't know. I guess it's matching all those points in the block to make sure you don't tip any of your points. I'm very happy with how it came out. I didn't have to restitch anything. I don't know what it was, just something about it. So, and I did fussy cut my reindeer in there. See that? How cute is that? Isn't he adorable? Oh my goodness. Very happy with that. So I lost in my sewing room the original print. This was the original print I finally found. And I went to go back into EQ8 and look at it again to get the print and print it out again, and naturally changed my mind on what I wanted to do. So I want to vote on the pinwheels. Do I want it right here in the middle, these pinwheels? I want your opinion. I'm going to do the red. I can either do the red with the candy canes on white, or I can do red with the white on white. Which one do you guys prefer? Number 1 or number 2? I sound like your optometrist, don't I? Have I made block 4? Oh, no. Lynn, I have not. We're saying number 2. Okay, number 1 is the candy canes, red candy canes on white, and number 2 is white on white. Well, I know you like them both. I like them both too. That doesn't help me. We have lots of 2s. I do need to use the white on white. Okay. I'm kind of going with you on that too, because that was my second choice and I rearranged some stuff. Okay. Well, Bernadette, that's not helpful. Both is not helpful. Okay. So also I switched out, and I can't decide. I switched out this block down here. So this would be number 1, okay, with the red star and the green outline to so this is number 1 on, this is block 3. Give me a 3-1 for that, or a 3-2 for this. There it is with a red outline. And I've done a pinwheel, surrounded it by the star. So 3-1 for this one, or 3-2 for that one. I'm kind of liking that one too, Darlene. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to have to go back and count. These are big decisions, y'all. Big decisions. Right. I am kind of digging, because I've got because I fussy cut this red up in here, I've got green down below, right? I'm digging that. So I'm thinking 3-2 as well. Yeah, I'm with y'all. Do what makes me happy. Well, if I knew what made me happy, I wouldn't ask y'all, Lynn. Too much solid red. So, Sandra, here's a problem. When you're working with a Jolly Bar, you are limited on your fabrics, right? So this one has, on these blocks, I've got green up here, red pinwheels, green down below. And then up here, I've got the big green. This one's done. That's it right there. That's committed. And then the red pinwheels and the red here. Plus I have a red tree. I could switch these to green pinwheel. I don't know. Y'all, my life. These are big decisions. Like what college to go to, who to marry, and what color fabric I need in my quilt. Yeah, this is the pattern for the Jolly Bar book. And y'all let me know, said in the comments down below that I was saying you had to do the math last week on those patterns, divide by 4. The Fat Quarter Shop is putting out they're putting out a blog post every week that has the math done for you. So you can subscribe to their blog and get that. Yeah. It's dark over here. I think I have enough light, but it's dark. I didn't turn on that other light in the corner of my room. Okay. I'm overthinking it. I know, Judy. I know. That's how it is, right? That's how it is. Hey, we got in, I got in the Villa Rosa Designs patterns for the month. They have a monthly subscription, $8.95 a month. It hasn't gone up in price, and free shipping. You got to love that. These are those little 4x6 cards that you see in quilt shops all the time. And you get, those are usually like $2 to $2.25 a piece, sometimes $2.50. Well, if you join the club, you get 5 patterns a month for $8.95. So that's a deal, right? And free shipping. And then if you want to pay the extra $1.75, you can get an additional, those are for table runners, placemats or an extra project or something like that. So you got yours too, Jenny. Good. Okay. So yeah, Becky, I was there at Sew Becca on Friday night. I kind of hang out in there and just lurk, got nothing to do. Keeps me out of the bars. Okay. The first one is Good as Gold. This is for a panel. It finishes at 44 by 60. And it's a 22 by 44 panel is what it needs. This also looks like it could use some border print. So if you've got a panel that's got some border print, this would be a good pattern for that. Okay. So that's pretty nice. Let me show you the diagram. That's what it looks like right there. Pretty cool. Very nice. The next one is Rick Rack Roll. This is good for ombres, I think. Yep. So this uses a jelly roll, you guys. It finishes at 60 by 80. That's a nice quilt. This is a great quilt for tweens. Could you see a black or dark gray zigzag or something like that? Yeah, this would be a great quilt for that. Let me show you the diagram. It's right there. Pretty cool, huh? This would be pretty for a jelly roll of any kind of glimmer or a metallic that you might have. That would be cool. Silver stripes, zigzags, kind of neat. Next is Pavers. This uses 13 fat quarters. It finishes at 45 by 63. That's really cute. This would be good for focus fabrics if you've got a juvenile print. Maybe you've got something, because it's got big blocks in it. I like big blocks and I cannot lie. See this right here? Okay. So it's got big sections in it if you have the some beautiful focus fabrics. Real nice. And let's see, stuffing is the next one. This one uses 6 main fat quarters and 4 contrast fat quarters. It finishes at 44 by 60. Very nice. Okay. Let's show you the diagram. There you go. That's kind of cool. Another one that's good for focus fabrics. Very nice. And then let's see. We have Rome. Rome finishes at 57 by 67. It uses 8 fat quarters and some tonals. Rome. Okay. 57 by 67 uses fat quarters. Cute. And then in the table runner, I like this. Summer's End. I'm a table runner girl. Finishes at 24 by 60. So that's a nice long runner. It uses 6 fat sixths. So yardage. Okay. I'll show you guys here. It's got arrows. Isn't that cute? That looks great. Very cute. I know. I like that one. You could, I mean, any kind of seasonal. This is cute too. Pressed leaf snack mat. I like that. These finish at 8 by 14. It makes 2 of them. It uses 1 fat eighth for the leaf print and scraps for stems. And then a fat quarter background and binding. Very cute. That's what that looks like. That's cute. I like the snack mat too, Lynn. Yeah, that's real cute. I love getting these patterns. Now what I do, I don't have them over here. I put these in a big, let me go get it. I'm going to turn that light on while I'm at it. Hold on a second. Y'all, there's a pile getting ready to go. Let me turn my camera. There's a pile over here getting ready to go to El Campo for our RV sew together this week. Let me bring you up and show you this pile. My husband keeps saying, quit. You can barely. So there's an ice chest there and it's got a box of wine on it, you know, priorities. And my machine is over here. This is my travel machine. I got a big old stack of stuff right over here. Let me turn this light on. Oh, there we go. My banner. I've got electric cords. I got so much stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Go away. Things are falling. Oh my goodness. I got to get one of these books out and they're heavy. I can't. I want to show you how I store these. Oh, come out. Y'all, I can't. There's so much stuff. Move. Okay. There we go. This is my life. The pile grows taller and taller. All righty. This is my life, you guys. There we go. Woo. You got your scan and cut all set up, June. Don't be intimidated. Just poke around on it. It's fine. I've got lots of videos for beginners to show you how to use it. Your husband's favorite wine. That's the right size to take in the coach too. Okay, so I've got this big, this is one of those scrapbook binders. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And then inside, they have, I need to put those up. I took the cardboards from them and I put 2.5-inch strips on the top. And that's a divider. So these are for more Villa Rosa designs. These are the patterns for 2.5-inch strips. So there was one in here too. Let me get that one, the Rick Rack Roll. All right. And then so everything under behind this is the patterns for the 2.5-inch strips. And these hold 4 by 6. There's 6 per page. And so this way I can look at the front and I can look at the back. And I did not come up with this brilliant idea. This is how Two Chicks Quilting manages their patterns. So you can, you know, browse through the patterns and you can see the back of them and figure out what you want to make. And so I can go all the way to the back. Oh, I'm out of pages. I need to get more of these pages. That's why I didn't put, oh, here's 2. Here's 1. I got a hole. So I can put that in there. Yeah, so this way I can take a look at the front of it and see if I like it, and take a look at the back if there's any additional fabric and I need that. This is just a brilliant. You don't need, Midge, a Hobby Lobby. You can just order it online. That's what I do. So this is the big scrapbook if you don't have one nearby. So let me look through here and see if there's any other gaps that I pulled the pattern out and didn't put it back, and then I would know I have a hole. No. Yep. Here's some right here. Look. Perfect. Yeah. So this is just a great way to store them. I have 3 of these books and they are broken down. Let me do this. I'll show you. So on the little thing on the outside, this one's broken down into 2.5-inch strips, 5-inch squares, table runners, and projects. Okay. Is that what it says? Holidays. Yeah. So then I use, like I said, those cardboards that come in the package of the plastic separators. I use those cardboard, put them in here as dividers. Low tech, very effective. Okay. 2.5-inch strips. And then here is 5-inch squares, everything back here. So these are all charm pack patterns. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? And then here I have table runners. I just used a little piece of that. I didn't have another cardboard. And that's where I put all those in. I have my share, yeah? Great. Never at a loss for patterns. Lots and lots of patterns and choices. So fun. Very fun. Okay. Oh, goodness sake. Bang. Yep. Okay. I need another drink of my coffee. Let me see here. Also got in the Christmas candy table runner kit. Yay. Yeah, this is using Hometown Holiday from Lori Holt. I told y'all about this last week. If you didn't get it and they're out, I don't want to hear it. Because you guys bought these up, I'm telling you. And I also got the backing set for it too. So that yardage came in for the backing. Good morning. Good morning. So let's get in and take a look and see what's in here. The side of this box. So little package. What's in the box? What's in the box? So here's your pattern. Very cute. I think you're making the same. I would have never. Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, I think you're making the same blocks over and over and over and over. Yep. Sure are with different colorways. Same blocks. So you could do a couple of blocks a day, right? Okay. And it comes with 3 charm packs. Very nice. For Hometown Holiday. And your background fabric and your binding. How about that? So if you've got a layer cake that you want to use, you could cut that up and use it. Just get the pattern download, right? That's cool. I think they have just a pattern download for this. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Okay. All right. So that's good. That's kind of cool. Let me put my glasses on here. Okay. Name again. Midge, this is the Christmas candy table runner. I have a link to it below from the Fat Quarter Shop. Christmas candy table runner. So yeah, you could do a couple of blocks a day, right? And you'll be finished in October. Be all done. It'd be pretty cute to put together. It's all piece. There's no applique at all. Okay. And then of course the Connecting Threads catalog just came in and I get to look at that and drool over that. They've got a new thing that they're doing that's like minky. It's called Floofy. So I wanted to order some. So Wisconsin girls are on their way to El Campo. Yay, Sharon. I'm so excited for you guys. Keith and I were talking about that yesterday or day before yesterday or both, that some of you are on the road already. It's so exciting. So exciting. We have got beautiful weather here too. So stay away from Houston and you'll be fine. Stay away from Houston. And if you're coming down I-35, there's the 130 that goes around Austin to the east. Take that at Waco or Georgetown. Take that. It's a toll road, but you don't want to take 35 through Austin, my friends. That's if you can find another way. Find another way. Come down. Texas has some of the best farm to market roads. They're wonderful. State highways and farm to market roads. Those FM roads are designed for heavy ranch equipment. So they're paved nice. Yeah. So you'll enjoy that. You'll get some pretty Texas views coming down those. Get off I-35. That's a nightmare. Yeah. Safe travels, everybody, for sure. It's called floofy, not floozy, Michelle. Floofy. That's what they're calling it. Yeah. Oh, crafting on a dime. She says, I live off 35. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's dangerous. South of Dallas, all the way down to San Antonio. It is bumper to bumper and it is bad. It is not a safe drive. FM, farm to market. That's what that means. Yeah. I remember when Hurricane Katrina hit. When was that? 2010? 2011, way back then, 2010, I think. When Katrina hit, those people that were getting out of the hurricane way, if you got on I-10, you were just stuck because there was no gas and there was nowhere to go because people didn't know any better. But if you got on those farm to market roads, FM roads in Texas, they travel all over the state, beautiful roads, lots of fuel, restaurants, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. 2005 was Katrina. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So, okay, Casey, you're going to post it. Okay. Yeah, stay off of 35. Absolutely. Once you get south of Dallas, it's a disaster. Y'all, we were coming down 35 just north of Waco, and we were in the motorhome. You come over a rise, and it's nothing but red lights, and Keith slams on the brakes, right, in the motorhome, and everything in the back flies forward. And we sat there for a couple minutes and then it picked up again and off we went. Well, there was a semi truck that had to pull off the side of the road. He had not had the clips on his front end of his truck. And when he hit the brakes, the front end of his truck flew forward and opened up. Woo. Yeah, stay off of it. Stay off. At Dallas, find yourself some highways and make your way down to Victoria doing that, okay? Beautiful, beautiful drives. Go through Brenham. That's where Bluebell ice cream's made. You'll like that. Beautiful. It's a disaster in Dallas. What are you thinking? I know, you guys. It's just so bad. The problem is, in Texas, that main corridor, that I-35 corridor, the problem is that from San Antonio to Dallas, they have built up all along the sides of that highway. It used to be empty, and now it's just built up, and the cities just merge into one. It's amazing. So, best motorcycle riding in the state, FM roadsides. That's right, Ginger. Yep, that's right. Okay, so I was going to talk about, half an hour into it, piecing these blocks. So let's do some piecing, shall we? Okay. Just a FYI for you folks coming in from out of state. So I'm just going to go through my process of what I'm going to do to get these together. These two rows. I got to make sure I do it right because I've been known to sew them backwards. Yeah. You have I-35 in Missouri. I know. Yeah. But I don't know what it is in Texas. And Houston. Oh my word. Houston's so bad. You're in a camper or an RV or a motorhome. Does Texas really have scorpions everywhere? Yeah, absolutely. You watch what you're reaching into for sure. You know, it's just like anything you learn. Oh, and add fire ants to that. Those are always fun. You figure that out quick when you're a kid. So I just lay these out and then I'm going to toss them up. Okay, so let's do some strategy here. Which side am I going to sew facing up? Come here. Oh. For you, this is for you brand new quilters. I know a lot of you are seasoned. This is for you brand new quilters. Okay, so I've got to sew this to that. And these are all half square triangles, except for these two blocks right here. But I've got half square triangles right here. So I've got points I've got to hit, right? I don't want to tip those points. I've got points I need to hit right here where that big half square triangle meets, and then on the outside. Now on this one, I've got a nested seam here, half square, HST, HST. So I've got 4 HSTs on this one, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one. So I'm going to sew with this one facing up because it's got more points that I need to match. Yeah. So I got 4 points I need to match on it. Now see, it's not, I'm sorry about that. I got to see what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to sew with this one up to the top. Okay. So that's my reasoning behind that. I need to rethread my machine here. I was using the bobbin winder last night to, I had a bobbin go wrong on the long arm, and I didn't want to waste all the thread. So I put the bad bobbin on this post on this and put a new bobbin on my bobbin winder over there and rewound it from one to the other. Okay. And this thread was going to be in the way of all that, so I cut it. Okay. Now, I don't like sewing blind, okay? And that's really important when you're trying to match all these points and tips and all of that kind of stuff. Let's see. And I don't like sewing blind. So the first thing I do is I will meet up the nests in the middle. And if you end up having to fold, refold, so like this is folded this way, and y'all, right off the bat, I don't open my seams, okay? If you have to refold, these are both going the same way. That's not going to work for me, so I'm going to decide which one I want to turn the other way, and it's going to be this one, okay? It doesn't matter which one. So I'm going to nest these up really tight together like that. That's a little blurry. When I pin, okay, so let's nest these together. When I pin, so this is a straight seam, right? It's not, there's no bias cut right here. So when I pin these together, I take my pin and I go in one side of the seam allowance from my right hand. It doesn't matter which way, but I pin at a 45-degree angle at a diagonal. So I go in one side of the seam allowance and out the other, coming from the bottom and going to the top. So that as I stitch, this is what I see with my pin. Okay, that's what I see. And this is what it looks like on the back. Now, the reason I do that is so that as the machine travels down this way, whoop, see, I said I wanted to do this one on the top. There. From bottom to top. Okay. So as the machine travels, as the needle's coming this way, I can get 1 to 2 stitches over that nested seam and then pull the pin. And that's going to lock that seam together. Okay. So I start in the middle to pin that together. And now I'm going to mark the rest of these. Let's see. And, you know, if you have to flip your seams from one side to where you thought it was going to be to the other, it is not the end of the world. It's fine. Okay. Let's see. Now, like I said, I start in the middle and work my way out. Okay. So the nests are easy. See, now I'm going to flip this over. Okay. Because where I need to sew, I can see it here on the seam. If I have the seam allowance pressed over it, I can't see where I need to hit. Okay. Now I opened that seam and I don't know why, because it's going to be hard to nest it. So I'm going to press part of it back over. For some reason, I don't know if it's a brain freeze or what, I can't nest seams that are pressed open. I just don't feel them. I always take the end of the row and pin it to its partner. Always take the end of the row, because that fabric will do some crazy stuff. You'll be like, why is that way over there? Okay. Then I can come back up here and do this one. I press that one open too. All right. And it's not as simple as just doing this and then hoping that I hit the points. There's some strategy here too. Yeah. Okay. So now the way this is done, I'll show you guys. Let me get my, do I have a friction marker? Oh, yeah. So let me mark this. All right. So there's my, see the X? I want to stitch right on the tip of that X. And that's going to make it right on that side. But there's one on the back side too. So what I'll do now is I will take those that are on the back side right at the tip, and I'm going to poke a pin through. So like on this side, that's the side I'm going to sew on. I poked a pin through right here, and I'm going to mark it where that pin came through. So I know that's what I need to hit right there. I think that'll work. Yep. So what I'm doing is I'm marking those points that are on the back side that I can't see. I just want to make sure I don't tip my points. That one would have matched perfect. See that pin right there? And it's in the top of that V. So that one's fine. That's a regular nest. And then these points here, top of that, push it through and mark that. You know, there's no point in sewing blind. Just mark where you need to hit. I just don't like picking it out and redoing it. It's just me. It took me a long time to figure this out. I didn't have anybody telling me, why don't you mark where you're going to sew? I was like, oh. I have rule. Am I blurry? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm hardwired in, y'all. That's why I talk through every step that I make, so that even if you can't see it, you can hear it. All right, let's test my theory and see how good this works. Let's see. So I got one stitch over that straight seam, so I know they're locked together. Okay. point on this one. Two stitches over that straight seam, pull the pin. Let's see here. You guys, when you are stitching a block like this that has a lot of half square triangles in it, it's really important to start accurately at one side and finish accurately at the other side. Even if your stitch has to gradually wave, like not wave, but gradually hit a point and then try to come back to the edge of the fabric as much as possible, that's going to happen probably every time you sew something like this when you've got these big blocks. But if your stitches are accurate at both sides or ends, the size of your block is going to stay the same. And then you can use steam if you have to bend the fabric to your will. So, oh, is my focusing on the camera, Jay T-Bone? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. I was thinking about that too. It could be the camera focusing and the internet can't keep up with the switch. There's not a quilter here that doesn't use that method, because if you just stay total straight 1/4 inch, you're probably going to tip some points somewhere along the line. But I'm making sure, even though I didn't, let me get in here and show you, even though I'm going to zoom in, I didn't stay exactly 1/4 inch. See that? Through the middle, I'm finishing exactly at 1/4 inch. I think. Maybe not. I pulled the pin too soon. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Okay. So let's see if my theory worked. Okay. There's my 1/4 inch on the side. I didn't look at them all. We're looking at them together. There's one. Look at that one. Ta-da. That right there, that line is straight. That's exactly what I wanted right there. Okay. That point, those points are perfect. Both of them on the top of that reindeer block. Perfect. Okay. And look at that join right there. That one. Straight line on the green with the candy canes. And those points matched exactly as well. Ta-da. Yeah, that worked out great. Am I upside down? I'm upside down. So every single point matched. Nothing was tipped. It all worked. So pin at a 45 on the side, on your seams, the side that you're going to be sewing with that on top. I love perfect points too, Michelle. And then from the back, take a pin and pin through the points that you need to make sure you don't tip. And on the front side, make a little mark with your iron away. Okay, marker. I use friction markers. That's how it took me years to figure that out. Took me years. Thank you, Betsy D. Betsy D's going on our cruise in May. Yay. Okay. All right. Well, once you're looking at a chair, I bet you want to watch me iron it, right? Okay. Very happy with that. Which way do I want to press this? Which way does it want to press? It wants to press that way. Okay. If you want to press that way, you can press that way. So also when you're pressing, if I press with my seam one direction, it looks like my point was tipped. If I press it another direction, the point is perfect. So go with whatever looks best. Okay. Use my little. Do you believe the center of this is one stitch off on the nest on that center and it didn't have any points at all? Oh, that's going to bother me. I'm going to take it apart and fix it. Maybe. Depends on how dedicated I am. Everything else turned out just perfect. Looks really good. Right tool for the job. Oh, that looks wonderful. Yeah, so on some of these, I was not exactly 1/4 of an inch away. But because I was 1/4 of an inch away at the one side of it, on both ends, my block is still the right width. So it's going to fit in the quilt fine, which is what I'm after. That looks amazing. Very happy with that. One more time for the third row. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this ironing station is a hemness dresser from IKEA. And I had my husband build another top for it. The top's removable because it won't fit through a doorway if it's attached. But it's wider than a doorway. So the top you can take off. It's got little, I don't need you. Okay. It's got little pieces of wood on the sides and around the front and back to snug it up to the original top of the dresser. And it works great. So I like that very much. I wanted something that was wide enough to press an entire fat quarter. Hi, Heidi. I wanted to press a whole fat quarter or a whole yard that's folded. So I can do that. All right. Next, let's see. Let's do this again, shall we? All right. Let me ask myself how bad that bothers me. And it doesn't because it's white on white and you can't see it. I'll show you. Let me get up real close and I'll show you. Right there. One stitch off. Do you see it? One stitch. I'm going to leave it. Am I? I bet you I don't. I bet you. Oh, I can't leave that. I can't leave that. I keep telling myself I will, but I know I won't. Won't see it once it's quilted. Yeah. It'll quilt out. Let me see. I'm not going to pick past this point because the point's perfect. So I'm going to leave that. Y'all, I can't believe I did that. So let me get a couple 3 stitches started here. Finished is better than perfect. That's right. Yep. It happens. Well, I know. But I'm not leaving it. Let's see. Where did I pick those? Open. I can't stand it. That will drive me bats, y'all. For somebody who's as much of a perfectionist as I am on these, that will drive me bats. Okay, let me nest it right tight together, real tight together. I'm going to put that diagonal one in. I think that'll work. Let's try it. If you stretch your fabrics while you're sewing, that happens too. It'll pull apart. Ah, better. See, it took me less than 1 minute to fix that. Happy dance, Vicky says, yay. Okay. That's what Keith rippers are for, right? That's what Keith rippers are for. Okay. Last row on this block. Yep. Put this like this. Start in the middle. What are you guys doing? Yay for Keith rippers. And I am satisfied with it now. Yes, Bernadette. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just about pride in your work, you know. I mean, when you're first starting, don't beat yourself up over that kind of stuff. There's no reason for that. No reason to beat yourself up. There was a lady in our Facebook group. She quilted a beautiful quilt and put it in the country show. She was complaining because, I don't know who she was. She was complaining because she only got first place. Only got first place, not best in show. Y'all, give yourself some grace. In 50 years, nobody's going to care about a ribbon. Nobody. But somebody will love that quilt. They'll say it belonged to my great-great-grandmother. My great-great-grandmother made that. So your instructor told you to leave at least one mistake in every quilt. Well, I'll be honest with you. Even if you attempt to fix every mistake in a quilt, you're still leaving mistakes in the quilt. Give yourself some grace, you guys. Hey, it's a first time here. Hi, Judy. Good morning. We've got a welcoming committee. What are y'all doing? You back there yakking? Come say hi to Judy. Judy, hide, held. I can't see it. Held. Welcome. We're glad you joined us. If you're new, please let us know. Anyone getting the Avenir sewing machine? I'm going to, Michelle, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. You know, just like when they put out a new car, you kind of wait for things to get worked out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. Hey, if you're new and I'm going to be at the Road to California. That's a big quilt show in California, in Ontario, California. I'm going to be at the Road to California in January. I'll be in the Sewing Machines Plus booth, working the King Quilter 2. I was doing my granddaughter's quilt that she made. She's 10, and I was working on her quilt last night. That's the one y'all saw. So come by and see me if you're going to be there. All right. Pins galore. Pins galore. So I've got these all pinned. Now I'm going to go and look at the back, and wherever I've got a point, I'm going to put another pin through it and mark it so that I don't tip the point. Don't sew blind. Okay, there's that one. I got too much stuff in my hands. What is that? That didn't work at all. Amanda Thompson. Oh, you're here too. Welcome. Glad you're here. What will I be showing at the Houston show? Patty, I haven't decided. I will be in the Brother All Brands booth at Houston. So that way, I don't want to hear it. I just put a pin in my mouth. I don't want to hear it. My mother spent half her life with pins in her mouth. She's 83. She's fine. You're not supposed to swallow them. FYI. All right. You're going to wait a year or two, Franny? I'm just going to wait. I think, all right. So I pinned on that red. I stuck a pin through the point and it didn't come anywhere near where it was supposed to. Yeah, my mother was a garment seamstress. There we go. That's right. I didn't have my nest correct on that seam. So, yeah, if you're new, give a shout out. Let us know. We love new people. Y'all give a thumbs up, please. Helps the channel quite a bit. Consider subscribing. Appreciate that. We just hang out in here. Y'all can watch Pat Sloan on the East Coast at 7. And then you can go get a comfort break when she's done, get some fresh coffee and pop over here. We can hang out. No more 0% financing. Yeah, that was costing the dealers a lot to do 0% financing. That was costing them a lot. This economy's hard on sewers, y'all, for sure. Oh, I just heard Daddy throw kibble in the bowl. All right, I'm going to mark this point. When I mark the point, let me zero in. Okay. Let me see if it'll straighten out. All right, when I mark the point, see this pin right here? Where's it at? That one. I mark it outside of the stitch point, not the inside. I mark it to the outside of that stitch point. So there, this pin right here is the 45, where I pinned in one side of the seam allowance and out the other. And then right there to the outside of that stitch point, not the inside. If you mark the inside of the point, then you're going to tip it. So I either try to do exactly on it or just to the outside, whoop, where that V meets, you can see. So we've got the straight seam line right here and the 45 seam line right there. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me back out. Okay. There it is. Okay. That's it. Our hour is up. You guys, this has been a lot of fun. We got to see some new goodies that came in the mail and talked about points. Will I show you picture embroidery? Oh, no, that's not my thing, y'all. I don't do picture embroidery. I saw that on the Avenir. I saw it and I'm like, meh, that's not my thing. I'm a quilter. The hour does go by fast, doesn't it? So, oh, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me. Please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Consider subscribing. We love new subscribers. And I will see you guys in the morning. So I will be doing lives while we are at the RV Sew Together in El Campo. So I will be in the rally room at 7 on Thursday and Friday to visit with you guys. And we're going to be you'll be able to see all the workings. So if you're at the rally and you want to come in and see how it goes, watch me talk to the camera by myself, you can come and do that. All right, you guys, go sew something.